Good morning. 6 a.m. Friday. I'm Deirdre Fitzpatrick.
And I'm Teo Torres. So we have a 7-day forecast. It's one of those ones where you don't wince when you see it, for the first time in several couple weeks. Yeah, anyway. Let's go to meteorologist Heather Waldman with a look at our forecast.
Yeah, I'll spoil the surprise. We don't have any triple digits in the 7-day forecast at this point. We actually do have a couple of 80s and even a few raindrops from the valley into the Sierra. This is a live look. First light over Lake Tahoe. Gorgeous view, nice and tranquil, a little on the chilly side, of course. Temperature right now in South Lake is 47 degrees. Meanwhile, in the valley, low to mid 60s. Those numbers 5 to 10 degrees cooler compared to this time yesterday. Yuba City's 11 degrees cooler compared to yesterday morning. It's a little cooler in Fairfield as well. Stockton and Modesto, it's about 10 degrees cooler for you. Reason being, we've got the onshore breeze back. We're going to keep it all day long, too. So temperatures are going to be held back into the low 90s in Sacramento. Same thing for Stockton, Modesto. Tracy may actually stay in the upper 80s today. Go north into Yuba City. You'll be looking at about 93, 94 this afternoon. But compared to yesterday's 105 to 106, yeah, it's going to feel a lot better. Still a warm day in the foothills. Temperatures this morning are starting in the 70s. We'll be in the low 80s at about 9 a.m. Close to 90 at midday. We'll stay in the mid 90s through the afternoon. Maybe a few clouds popping up later on. In the Sierra, we are watching for some more afternoon showers and perhaps a couple thunderstorms. Most of the activity should be to the north of Highway 50 for today, but worth watching if you're around South Lake Tahoe into Truckee, maybe up into Plumas County. We'll be watching along the west slope this afternoon, but high temperatures in the high country will stay in the lower 80s. We'll be near average for a couple of days, but then this weekend, some of us will start to see some rain as early as Sunday. We'll talk more about that with the extended forecast in a bit. Back to you.
All right, thank you. Happening right now, Sacramento commuters are dealing with yet another lane shift on the Fix 50 project. This one is on the westbound lanes from the west of 65th Street exit off-ramp to just east of the Stockton Boulevard exit off-ramp. KCRA3's Mike DeSalle taking one for the team navigating this morning.
And Deirdre, you say it, so we'll do it. We are right now entering Highway 50 westbound from the 65th Street on-ramp. You can see we're following a big rig right in front of us, but this is that spot where traffic splits again. You can see just to the left of that Honda, that silver Honda, that's where the barrier is this morning as it is limiting traffic. If you want to continue, you got to get all the way over past that other concrete barrier. That's the through traffic going through this morning. The bottom line here is this is yet another one of those traffic splits where if you need to exit on Stockton Boulevard, by the time you get to 65th Street, you're going to want to be in one of those two right-hand lanes. In fact, I believe we had Live Copter 3 over this area just in the last couple of hours to show you what this looks like from above. But again, if you're going to be exiting Stockton Boulevard this morning or in the coming weeks, get in those two right-hand lanes. That's the only way that you can access the Stockton Boulevard exit. If you want to continue towards downtown, towards West Sacramento, you can stay in the far two left lanes to merge into the through traffic getting through here. But again, back out here live. The good news here from 6 o'clock this morning is that right now, this isn't creating any traffic backups. However, the last time we did one of these traffic splits, that one near 26th Street, going towards 16th Street on Highway 50, that one did cause some delays once we got to the heart of the commute. So if your commute takes you through this area, just be aware, get through the heart of the commute this morning, you might want to plan for some delays, but hopefully your Friday morning commute stays like it is right now. Brian, I'll let you take it from here.
And it looks like there goes Mike just passing that Stockton Boulevard exit. And you can see that's where it all comes back together as they just passed right through this area. And from there, you have an opportunity to decide if you want to be in the left lane or those right lanes again before you get to the downtown split. But this is the one that Mike just drove through. And then again, this is once you pass that one, past Stockton Boulevard, you can decide, do I want to get in the right lanes so that I can exit off at 16th Street or get onto I-5, or do I want to get in that left lane where there's usually no delay and just cruise right on through the WX freeway, and that'll get you over into West Sacramento and beyond wherever your route takes you. But right now, Highway 50 looking good. We did see some earlier delays, Watt Avenue construction related, but that's all cleared up, and Interstate 80, no delays on that stretch. I-5 and 99 incident free coming up out of Elk Grove through 5 and 99, and I'm not seeing any incidents out across the causeway. I was trying to show you a camera there from Stockton. Right around Marsh Lane, we had a big rig lose a tire. That tire hit a pickup truck. They're both over on the right-hand shoulder. Haven't seen any delays, and in the camera there, I was seeing traffic get by just fine. 17-minute ride on 205, 25-minute ride on 580. No delays on 99. Here in Sacramento, 85 and 99 all looking good. Just a slight delay there on Highway 50 at 12 minutes. It's improving. It was up to 24 minutes. Back to you.
Okay, all right, good to know. Thanks, Brian. New this morning in Elk Grove, a person has been hit and killed on Calvine Road. It happened around 3:30 this morning at Cliffcrest Drive, right in front of Monterey Trail High. The Highway Patrol tells us they believe the victim was a transient. The driver didn't see that person until it was too late. Westbound lanes were closed for about an hour. The road has since reopened. The driver is cooperating in this investigation.
Let's go do wildfire coverage now. And some residents in Nevada County are back home, but other evacuation orders remain in effect this morning.
Now, the town of Washington is still under evacuation, but it is now a warning. A fire has burned 31 acres and it's just 5% contained. You can see here in this video the smoke plume there. Well, it is noticeably diminished since it first started. Firefighters are still working in the area, working to gain containment lines.
And officials keeping a close eye on the Smith River Complex fire that's burning near the Oregon state line. Take a look now at some of the time-lapse video, and you'll see actually dozens of fires that have burned 7,300 acres near the state line. The U.S. Forest Service says that the fires are threatening critical transmission lines, and if those are damaged, that could impact power across the entire state.
New crews and resources being called in to fight at least 20 fires burning in the Klamath National Forest. The largest fire is burning near the confluence of the Klamath and Scott Rivers. There's not a lot of wind in that area right now, and all you can see is some smoke here. A current estimate is that this fire has burned at least 3,500 acres. There is no containment.
Emergency officials in Placer County held a town hall to tell residents what they need to do if they do have to evacuate. Representatives from a number of emergency offices shared information about the evacuation process and what makes them decide when to tell people they need to leave. Officials say residents should not wait for an order to leave their homes.
If you see a warning, it doesn't just mean like, hey, get your ready bag, go. It's like, if you have the opportunity, if you don't need to be here critically, then take that opportunity to leave, lessen the impact should something get more severe.
The need to get out.
And they also reminded those who attended to listen to the shelter-in-place orders to keep those roads clear.
Now to our coverage of the devastating wildfires in Hawaii. And Maui's mayor is promising to announce a new emergency management director after the person who held that position suddenly resigned, citing health reasons. Meantime, FEMA has opened its first disaster recovery center in Maui. Center will serve as a one-stop shop for survivors to help streamline their federal assistance. FEMA has already approved more than 1,600 households for cash assistance. This week, KCRA3 viewers, well, you've helped us raise more than $1.1 million for wildfire victim relief through the Red Cross. If you still want to donate, you can. It's easy. Scan the QR code you see right there on your screen. That will take you directly to the website. Once there, you can designate your money go directly to Hawaii wildfires.
Well, happening right now, Hurricane Hilary is officially a Category 4, and that's further intensifying over the Pacific Ocean and will impact California this weekend.
Areas of Southern California begun bracing for Hilary's arrival. Tons of rock and sand have been moved higher on North Beach in San Clemente. The center of the Hurricane Hilary expected to approach Mexico's Baja Peninsula this weekend, bringing severe weather to the southwest. Now, if Hilary does make landfall on U.S. soil as a tropical storm, that would mark the first time this has happened in nearly 84 years, according to data from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. So let's go back now to Heather Waldman for a look at where Hilary is.
Yeah, and of course, last year we did have impacts in Southern California from what was Hurricane K. Very different situation there, of course. Right now, as of the latest advisory from 5 a.m., the National Hurricane Center pegging Hilary at a Category 4 storm with maximum sustained winds of 145 miles per hour. It will remain a major hurricane as it stays off the coast of the southern Baja of California, where tropical storm warnings are now in effect. Large swells, very heavy rain, strong winds expected there. Storm is expected to make landfall somewhere in Southern California late Sunday night into early Monday morning, and at that point it may still have tropical storm force winds. We'll get a peek at that in just a second. But the main concern for a larger area of Southern California is the potential for what we call excessive rain or flash flooding. Anywhere in this pink area, which does include Palm Springs, that's where the National Weather Service has a 70% confidence in getting that excessive rainfall Sunday into the day on Monday. Red area representing higher confidence of about 40%. So it's a fairly large area that may see anywhere from 4 to 6 inches of rain heading into next week. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Heather. It's 6:10 now. The family of a woman who was found dead at Kaiser South Hospital is pushing for answers. The body of Jamie Reed was found in a parking garage on July 24th. Last night, friends and family gathered near the site to celebrate her life, and they say she was a caring mother of 6 who never would have left her children behind. They are also upset about what they say is a lack of information about this investigation.
It's been over a month. We deserve to know what happened to her. We deserve to know, to hear from the police department. We deserve to know.
Police tell KCRA 3 that this investigation is still ongoing. The Sacramento coroner at this point has not determined a cause of death. A standoff in Sacramento County that went on for hours has come to a peaceful end, and it happened at a home on Cobble Bay Court near Camus Drive, which is just north of Elk Grove. This is what it looked like as deputies blocked off that area yesterday. Deputies say they got called out because the suspect had violated a restraining order. Deputies say they responded in large numbers because they believed that the man was armed. No injuries were reported.